Hello, very warm welcome as Max wins the French Grand Prix as Red Bull outsmart Mercedes and Mercedes caught with their tail between their legs as Max gambled on a two-stop strategy and it worked, heartbreak. And that's 3 wins in a row for Red Bull and they've won at a Mercedes track. Worrying times for Mercedes and we go to Austria back to back, where you would expect Red Bull to be strong. Before the start of the race, Carlos Sainz has a huge moment on his way to the grid. Sonoda starts from the pit lane. Then, it was the perfect start for a Lewis Hamilton fan. Max bottled it in turn 1. He got a good start, Max, but yeah, I think it was the wind that caught him out. Lewis was leading. Max actually bottled it. Mazepin overtook Schumacher, was a decent move. And then finally we saw Daniel Ricciardo pulling off some good overtakes and looking at home in the McLaren. And he also jumped Sainz and Gasly. The pit stops happen. Max then undercuts Lewis, a critical point in the race as Max undercut Lewis. And then Max basically gambled on a two-stop. He had to go past Perez, who let him past Bottas and Hamilton. Finally, a good race at France. Now, we like to criticise Paul Ricard for being a shit race, but let's have it real. That was intense and the best race we've ever seen at Paul Ricard, like in my lifetime anyway. Max, 2 stops. I mean, Red Bull have done a number on Mercedes. They've outsmarted Mercedes today. Mercedes are caught with their underpants down. And Valtteri Bottas actually came on the radio and had a rant, showing a bit of passion. He actually came on the radio and says, let's 2-stop. And Mercedes 1-stop. And he comes on I said we should 2-stop. Fucking hell. He was actually angry. Why can't we see that from Bottas more? Then he would actually keep his Mercedes seat. Radio issues for Max. They finally fixed it. And then Max overtook Lewis. Heartbreak, but it was inevitable. It was going to happen. It's like mixed reaction. I'm happy because we've got a real title fight. But if Lewis could have won, he would have proved the doubters wrong again. That he didn't have the best car today, and he nearly won the race. I was quite impressed with Lewis today. Redemption for Baku, also for Max. Max should have won at Baku. He's just world class at the minute. No safety cars, no retirements. France race reaction, Red Bull outsmart Mercedes and Max wins the Grand Prix. Star of the race, Max. Race rating, I'm going to give it 10. I enjoyed that. That was absolutely brilliant. I mean, let's have it real. It was an intense race. We had 3 drivers fighting for the lead at one point. It was great. Strategy, had a bit of everything. And finally, we saw a good race. I'll give it 10. Fastest lap, Max. So, P1 Max. He is in the title fight. He really is. And Red Bull outsmart Mercedes. Max went for a 2-stop. And the strategy was on point. Pole position, race win, fastest lap. He's in this title fight. P2, Lewis. Actually impressive. He tried to stay out on the 1-stop. I thought he was going to do it. A fantastic effort by Lewis, but yeah, I think Red Bull had the faster car. Sergio Perez, P3, played the team game, and he's already doing a lot better than Gasly Albon ever did in a Red Bull, because he's there. He's a big influence on Red Bull taking that first place trophy home. He played the team game. 4, Valtteri Bottas, and rightfully he will be angry. He called, let me come in for the 2-stop. And he had a rant on the radio, and I get his frustration. Mercedes' strategy was basically like a Ferrari strategy. 5th, Lando Norris, once again, shines. Great result for McLaren. P6, Daniel Ricciardo, overtaking everyone. We finally saw a Daniel Ricciardo who was confident. But the big worry is he still finishes behind Norris when he's probably had his best race. P7, home favourite Gasly, once again delivers. 8th, Fernando Alonso. Very good. Good to see him wheel to wheel, battling. Then come the Aston Martins, and once again, a great strategy by Aston Martin. They really do have good strategies. 9th, Sebastian Vettel. 10th, Lance Stroll. A horror day for Scuderia Ferrari, as Carlos Sainz is 11th. P12, George Russell. Great result for Williams. 13th, Yuki came from the pit lane, so that's pretty impressive, but obviously he should be in the points. Qualifying is where he messed it up. 14th, Ocon. That's not a good race, given he's just signed a new contract. 15th, Giovinazzi. 16th, Charles Leclerc. That is muck. I mean, he's been pretty poor all weekend, but 16th? Holy shit, Charlie. 17th, Kimi Räikkönen. He's been nowhere this weekend. 18th, Latifi. 19th, Mick Schumacher. 20th and last, Nikita Mazepin, who actually put a good move on Mick, but still ended up finishing behind him. So there we have it. Red Bull outsmart Mercedes. And we're going to a Red Bull track now for a double header. We got the Styrian GP and the Austrian GP, and Max always goes well round there. Mercedes really have got a fight on their hands. And for fans, it's great. Mercedes, when is their next win going to come? I mean, Silverstone? Budapest? I feel it's one that got away, but the bottom line is, to sum this race up, Red Bull outsmarted Mercedes. Simple as that. I mean, we saw Max make a huge error. Lewis was in the lead. He's comfortable in the lead. Bottas pits, then Max pits, and Max gets the undercut. Then we've got a three-way fight for the lead. It was very entertaining. And then Max comes in, gambles. Mercedes don't react. And it was inevitable Max was going to catch them, as he was 2 seconds, 1 second a lap faster. So there we have it. Race reaction done. Red Bull outsmart Mercedes. That is the main headline. And join me for driver ratings tomorrow. Wow, what a race at Paul Ricard.